today I'm doing a different type of video. This might be a sad subject or touchy subject, but I have been wanting to do this video for a while. I don't know if a lot of you know, but I did have a miscarriage March 5th, 2013, and it was so sad and it was awful, and I really wanted to share my experience because I know a lot of people have gone through miscarriages and it's horrible, and my heart goes out to you because I had one and it was a lot of pain and very sad news. So I'm just going to tell you the story. So how I found out I was pregnant was my husband had a dream that I was pregnant, and I was like, you're crazy, no way, because I didn't miss my period or anything, and I just got off birth control, and we weren't really preventing pregnancy, but we weren't actively like trying our hardest to get pregnant, so it was just kind of like random. I took a test and sure enough I was pregnant. And it was so crazy to me. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. We were all very, very happy. Our family was happy. Everything was perfect. So the only issues I had was I never felt pregnancy symptoms. Not at all. And I didn't have my doctor's appointment until I was like 9 weeks pregnant. And I was using the bathroom one day, and there was blood, like a good amount of blood, when I wiped myself, and I started getting really scared, and I knew something was not right. And at this time I was 9 weeks pregnant. So we went to the emergency room at the hospital, and they did a bunch of tests, like drew my blood, and they also did a exam on me down there, which was the most painful thing I've ever felt. I'm not sure if it was painful because I was having a miscarriage and I was bleeding and everything was going on down there, but it was so painful. Like, I was crying during that exam and it was horrible. So they did the exam, and then they did an ultrasound on me, which was a vaginal ultrasound, which that wasn't too painful, but they did all of that. And then finally a doctor came in and told me my results, that I was in the process of having a miscarriage, and there wasn't a reason why I had a miscarriage. It was something that just happened. I didn't do anything wrong. It was just something that happened, and it was really sad and really hard for me, and it was painful emotionally and physically. Like, when I was home, I had such bad cramps that I had to use heating pads and take a lot of Advil. It was just really, really intense cramps. And then I was bleeding so much, like it was so much blood, that when I would change my clothes, I would just leak onto the floor, and of course I had a lot of like clots and tissues coming out of me, and it just didn't feel right. It was like an awful, awful experience, and I did bleed for about a week, and it was quite heavy for a while, so that was not fun at all. And then the day after I went to the ER, I went to my regular gynecologist, and I chose to have a natural miscarriage. Like, he could have done a DNC, which they put you under and they like remove all the tissue and everything of the dead fetus, I guess. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have my miscarriage natural. I know there are other things you can do, like if you know that your baby is not alive anymore, like early stages of pregnancy, that there is a pill, but I chose to have a natural miscarriage, and that is what happened. And I asked him how soon could I start trying for another baby. He said as soon as I stopped bleeding that I could start trying. I didn't have to wait for my next period or my next cycle. So it took me 7 months to get pregnant with Gracie, and I had my rainbow baby. See, she is perfect, and I'm so glad to have her today. A lot of people have miscarriages. It's an awful thing to go through, but there is hope that you will have a baby as well. And it's such a wonderful experience when you go through something like that and then you get your perfect miracle. It's amazing. So My mom actually had a miscarriage before she had me. A lot of people I know have had miscarriages. If you have had miscarriages, stillborns, ectopic pregnancy, my heart goes out to you because having a baby is stressful. It is very stressful. So it took me 7 months to get pregnant with her because whenever I'm not on birth control, my cycle is not every 28 days. I have like a 30-day cycle, a 35-day cycle. One time it was a 40 cycle. It's crazy. And when you don't have a 28-day cycle, you don't usually ovulate at the same time. So my cycle was all crazy. So I think that has to do with me not getting pregnant as soon as possible because it did take 7 months. But I got Gracie out of it and I couldn't be any happier. My miscarriage was very sad and I couldn't believe it happened to me. Like, no one thinks it's going to happen to them, but when it does, it's horrible. And I was so scared when I got pregnant with Gracie. Like, I was terrified. Like, I was worried all the time that I was going to have a miscarriage again because there are things that can happen and you can have more than one miscarriage, and it's just scary. I did everything I was supposed to. I was so cautious when I was pregnant with Gracie because I did not want to have another miscarriage. And for a while, like, so I was using the bathroom when like the miscarriage like started and I started bleeding. So I thought it was my fault because I was using the bathroom and I thought I made myself have a miscarriage, and I had a fear of like using the bathroom for a while. Like when I got pregnant again, I was scared that if I used the bathroom like I was gonna have a miscarriage. It was a dumb thought that I could have, that I caused it, but that's what I was thinking. I was like terrified to use the bathroom. But yeah, everything turned out fine. I had my wonderful rainbow baby, which is Gracie. And yeah, I don't know if this video was helpful in any way. I hope it was, because you're not alone. If you have had miscarriages or any other type of issues like that, it's scary, it's sad, and it's a hard thing to go through. And I didn't want to do this video or talk about it during my pregnancy with Gracie because I was scared that I would jinx it. So I did not want anything to happen. So I did really want to share this video though, and I will forever wonder about my miscarriage, like what would have happened if the baby was okay and everything. But I have Gracie now. I might not have had Gracie if that pregnancy worked out. So everything happens for a reason, and I thank God every single day for my rainbow baby, which is Gracie. So everyone has issues, everyone goes through struggles in life, and that was one of the hardest things that I have gone through, but I am stronger now, and I have my wonderful daughter, which I love with all my heart, and I can't believe I am her mom. Like, God blessed me to be her mom. I am the lucky one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!